Mm. Well, here we got these two films. They both reaching milestones to itself. One is headed to free streaming. The other one doesn't get the love it should or respect it should be for a science fiction movie, which basically was really good at the time. It was something that was done on Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's celebrating a milestone as well. And both of these films, basically, they deserve. Actually, both films deserve a much better love to on there because both of these are very good films. Even though one is a remake of an old classic movie that basically under a different name, but the plot is the same. With David Niven and Marlon Brando on there. But before we start, be sure to drop a comment, hit the like, share this video, and hopefully today's the day I earn your subscription. We really do appreciate that. We're like 1350 plus. We want to get to 2,000. Help us get there. It moves up in the algorithm. Also, check out Sci-Fi Snob's channel as well. We're trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers there as well. So, back about, let's start with this one. About in 1988. Let's switch back the time machine back to 88. There was a film which basically just happens. Both of these actors, I think, it was one of their best acted films, and deserves a lot of love. It's Steve Martin and Michael Caine, and they're about to get a new streaming home right now over at Tubi. And if you haven't seen this movie, it is a fantastic movie. It is based on the 1964 movie Bedtime Story, starring Marlon Brando, David Niven, and Shirley Jones. It is called Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. If you haven't seen it, when it comes out, catch it. It's supposedly hitting up about July 1st. This was directed by Frank Oz. It is a fantastic movie on there. Besides Steve Martin and Michael Caine, you have appearances from Barbara Harris, Glenn Healy, Anton Rogers, Francis Conroy, and Dana Ivey. Basically, this movie, and they've done this as on stage musical adaptation in 2004 as well. Basically, it is a story about con artists in the French Riviera. And it's basically becomes to a point of a contest of who can basically get one mark better than the other, and the things that is being done to do this. I mean, it's hysterical. You've seen a little bit where we've used our comedy generated in between things when we say something like this.
Really?
Yeah, that is part of the movie. That, exactly. That is part of, if you want to know what part that is, the rubric part of it, which is hysterical. Back then I was working, I was working part-time in the industry. And then I was working at a video store at the same time. And, in the video store, we used to play Dirty Rotten Scoundrels on a constant when it came out. And it is one of the most hysterical things. I mean, Steve Martin as Ruprecht, doing the Ruprecht character is so... I mean, Marlon Brando does the same thing in the Bedtime Story as well. It's good to watch that. Unfortunately, Bedtime, you might have to do some looking on the high seas for that. As far as I could not find it on any streaming service or availability. It might have a VHS still available or possibly a DVD, but you might be paying a good chunk if you could find it. It is a good movie. Also, it runs about pretty much what the Dirty Rotting Scoundrels version of it. But on July 1st, they joined the streaming platform, the 1988 version. Like I said, it's a lot of fun. Basically, this is, the duo of Michael Caine and Steve Martin is perfect on this. This movie should have gotten a lot more love as far as itself. I mean, back then, yeah, people liked it and all that, but it just didn't fall into that category. I mean, it has its fans, but it's still the accolades that it have. I mean, it's 37 right now. It's going to hit its 40 in 3 more years. And this one should have a remaster. They should be putting out a remaster on this, at least at age 40 on that. But moving on. This other film, this one's a little bit older. And it has a great cast to it, including Gilligan's Island's Russell Johnson in this, Jeff Morrow, and Rex Reason, and Faith Domergue, Lance Fuller, and the movie is called This Island Earth, which is celebrating 70 years. 70. Could you imagine? 70 years, and it still doesn't have the love it's supposed to have gotten. I mean, this was a fantastic. I mean, the creature effects are intelligent for this movie. I mean, if you've never seen this movie, try to catch it. There is a Mystery Science Theater version of it. You might be able to find out there. It's called Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie, which was that they put that on the big screen, the actual big screen on there. But it's not on standard streaming itself. Neither is This Island Earth. This Island Earth, you can get it on pay streaming, but not on free streaming at all. It premiered back June 10th, 1955. But it officially opened about 5 years later. But, like I said, it doesn't get the respect, in the annals of science fiction. It's a pulpy space opera, typical to the 50s schlock of the era on there. It's based on the 1952 novel by Raymond F. Jones, directed by Joseph Newman, who did Twilight Zones, with uncredited contributions by Jack Arnold, who worked on Creature from the Black Lagoon, and writings from Frank Cohen, The Train, and George Callahan. Basically, it is a sci-fi pulp fictionist type, whereas scientists are being gathered by these unusual people, or as I would call them, the invasion of the Buddy Epsons, because they all have like the head of the Buddy Epson. In fact, Mystery Science Theater makes that joke too. The high foreheads of the aliens in this, and what it is that the aliens that are trying to save their planet from being destroyed by using scientists to help boost their defense screen on there. And I'll tell you, for Technicolor, for its time period, it was pretty good. The palettes, there's some key segments on there, like when they're in the it's sort of like depressurizing, like when you're going into depths of the water, you're going depths of space. They have like depressurizing tubes that they use, which is very unusual how they do it on there. It's almost similar to like Forbidden Planet also, but This Island Earth takes it to the next step on there. The mutants is credited, Metaluna. The mutants are, especially the head, you can credit to Bud Westmore, who did To Kill a Mockingbird. But we found out just more recent, which she doesn't get credit for. Same thing what happened with Creature of the Black Lagoon, that basically some of the designs was done by Millicent Patrick, who worked on the construction on this. And, she doesn't get that much credit as it has before. I mean, she was one of the most iconic creatures of all time, the Creature from the Black Lagoon. And the same thing with the Metaluna mutant. I mean, that was an innovative creature at the time. There is a Blu-ray available on it. It is available out there if you could find it. I would grab it before it disappears because we not know if it will go any further. But, you know, when you have movies like Forbidden Planet, The Day the Earth Stood Still, War of the World, and Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which they get much more love in the science fiction world than This Island Earth. I mean, I love the movie itself. I mean, it has some good jokes. If you watch the Mystery Science Theater one, there's a lot of jokes you can make on this movie. But then again, that's all 1950s movie science fiction movies of that time period. You know, you can drop any name, you know, of any of the other, whether it's horror or science fiction, and you could, you know, do a number on it. But, you know, for the time period, a lot of these movies were ahead of its time. And like I said, they don't get the love. The other one I just bought recently, and this moves toward the 60s and 70s, is Colossus, the Forbin Project, which that's way ahead of its time. You know, thinking of Skynet from Terminator. You know, you think like, oh, you got Skynet, Terminator. But actually, the idea comes from a book novel, Colossus, the Forbin Project, which there's a sequel book to it. They wanted to do a sequel to that movie, but they never came forward, about a computer that takes over the world. You know, a really good movie. I just got it on Blu-ray on there. So drop a comment. Tell me your thoughts on this. Have you seen this movie, This Island Earth? Have you seen it? Have you seen the Mystery Science Theater version, or have you seen the original format of it? If you're not, are you? I mean, it is well worth the watch on there. So drop the comment, like, share, and hopefully today's the day I earn your subscription. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check out Otaku Thursday every Thursday here, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and on Rumble. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.